Fala pessoal, espero que todos estejam bem. Vamos dar sequência na aventura. Atualmente estamos em Umbreterna. Eu gostaria de pedir que você considere se inscrever aí no canal para ficar por dentro dos próximos episódios. Fique à vontade também para interagir com o meu conteúdo. Curta, comente, compartilhe. Você vai estar me ajudando bastante. Muito obrigado a todos e bora pra play. Aqui no último episódio nós derrotamos o Minotauro bem aqui, né? Pegamos 75 pontos de experiência. Eu acho a Umbreterna um lugarzinho bem legal para jogar. É um mapa pequeno, dá para explorar rapidinho. Tem umas missões aí da hora dos Myconids. Olha o Bullet fazendo o barulhinho dele aí. Vem, parecendo um chevette, velho. Esse aqui vai ali pra cima, viu? Lá pra salinha secreta. Esse cajado da donzela da lua podia ter um bônus, né? Tem um nome único, mas nem é verde, não é nada. Como um bom colecionador de tralhas, eu guardo ele. Vamos pegar ali primeiro uma espadinha, vamos ver se eu consigo tirar ela. O Bullet daqui a pouco ele tá pulando em cima de nós aqui. Opa, aí sim. Vamos lá, vamos tirar essa espadinha daqui.
A slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil.
Nice! Fala da minha Gnomo aí.
Gnomo
não, Halfling.
10 people for the blade. With another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone.
Fala dela, olha como ela é estilosa. Toda draconiana. Beleza, vamos te colocar aqui. Ah, tu não tem maestria? Que coisa. Então vai ficar aqui. E ele tá precisando de um escudo, hein? Será que eu... Tem, tá aqui, ó. Vou aumentar esse CA aí do Willzão. Ele tá tomando um tiro na perna e tá caindo no chão. Ó, que sorte. É meio sofrido pra conseguir pegar esses imenos de luz da noite. Ó o bichão aí, ó. O Bala. Fala do Bala aí. Quero pegar de surpresa. Vem aqui. Acho que a Lezel tem uma invocação aí. Então um gibi aqui. Não, ela não tem invocação. Tá. Nice.
Can't waste any more time. These men have seen everything.
Errou.
Still working. Survival is all that matters. I will ascend.
Oxi, entendi.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
No holding back.
Mano, o que que eles estão fugindo?
Still breathing, despite everything. Can't slow down.
Forever dauntless, fleet of foot.
I will ascend. Going into hiding. Fuck yes. Ooh, fun. Over there. Hidden threat. Still on my feet.
Boa!
This is my time.
Let's go with fire, baby. No surrender.
Eu não tô entendendo esses bichos. O que que esses bichos estão fazendo? Não tô conseguindo entender isso.
No holding back.
Light on my feet.
Battle favors the fearless. 2 steps at a time.
I'm planned from the shadows.
Ixi.
Taking position. Now this is my happy place. Want another?
Forever dauntless.
Time to strike. Alright, Karlak. It's go time. Well, well.
Vixe. Não deu dano, mas arrancou minha vida tudo.
Battle favors the fearless.
Victory awaits. What's this? Have I been this way before?
Tell me you hear that voice.
They're coming. They're coming.
No. And it's unlike any I've yet heard.
They are coming. You are coming.
Estou indo. Rapaz, estou pegando todos os e-mails.
Always room for more.
Acho que eu vou fabricar umas poçãozinhas depois de velocidade. Nossa senhora. Lembrei disso aqui em cima delas. Vem pra cá, meu povo. Ali vou ter que desarmar aquela.
Indolence breeds madness.
Senão vai queimar a rede aqui. Falando no Zentarim, eu não fui lá, né, pessoal? Tô achando que eu vou lá, hein? Ah, lascou. Ah, não botou fogo não, beleza. Vamos lá no Zentarim, rapidão?
Pull yourself together.
Vamos levar a remessa lá pra eles. Eu pego um arco lá e já venho pra cá bem mais forte. Vou pegar a remessa aqui. Um sobrepeso com ela. Tá. Vai pra Will. Estrada elevada acho que é o ponto mais próximo deles.
Very well.
Vou aqui primeiro. Não vou conseguir agora ir lá não. Vamos voltar lá pra Umbreterna mesmo. Eu preciso de um pergaminho aí de raio. Precisava vender esses trem aí, ó. Achar um mercador com dinheiro pra isso.
All for me.
Meu personagem não é imune não, viu? Ele só não falhou mesmo. Esse bullet tá engraçadão, né?
And torch stalks. Hell of a combination. Get confused by one, blown up by the other.
Vamos testar meu poder com o bullet então.
I crave blood.
Já que ele tá tão engraçado aqui.
Pave my path with
Vamos ver o
corpses.
que eu tenho a
Build
dizer.
my castle with bones.
Enough waiting. I crave blood. An efficient path.
Where am I needed?
Damn, it's good to be alive. Hey! Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
Eita lasqueira. Sem ponto de armadura, você tá me zoando. Tô sem el malter. Prostou, beleza.
My path be true.
The victor's path. Making a move. A bright idea.
Can't even catch my breath.
Ah, que é isso?
My turn. Poor fucker.
Mano,
Where do we go from here?
o que tá acontecendo? Como é que eu tiro esse aí? Ele é resistente a fogo, mano. Caraca, velho. Só 0 de dano. Chuva de 0.
Can't live my life without you.
Sai fora. Ainda bem que ele meteu o pé.
Here I go.
É, né? Não tô forte o suficiente ainda não, pessoal.
Maybe I need more pockets. Better not be cursed.
Tô nem perto de derrotar ele. Oh, cê é bom mesmo, hein, Will? Você tá doido, o cara é bom mesmo. Quando é jogador, o cara joga.
Swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, she has come. She is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The Sovereign is threatening you.
State your purpose.
Falar a verdade.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the Sovereign drones a new melody. Cautious, but welcoming.
I can mend neither skin nor spirit, but we still might commune. Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The Sovereign expects you.
Bora lá. Antes de mais nada,
I should speak up.
ver se ele não tem a magia.
Ah, a visitor. You're a welcome sight. But let us observe the customs of the locals.
The scholar's brow tenses. His voice spills into your skull, the spores connecting mind to mind.
Blurg, proud member of the Society of Brilliance, at your service. Or perhaps not. Your mind is far more complex than that of the fungi. Understandable. We are small in number and rarely stay in one place for long. My colleagues and I are working to improve conditions in the Underdark. This need not be such a dire, hostile place. It's curious to find a surface dweller here. What has brought you down so deep? Truly remarkable. But why come to the Underdark, where they hold so much power? You were infected by an illithid tadpole? It's a miracle you're still intact. You must be worried sick, but have no fear. I have a friend who may be able to assist. Omeluum!
I hope this is important, Blurg. My Zerkwood samples need constant attention.
It is. This adventurer has an illithid tadpole inside her head, but she hasn't turned.
No ceremorphosis? That's impossible, but intriguing. Are you looking to have it extracted?
Geich, your head will make a fine trophy for my queen.
Please hold. I understand your rage against my kin. One of my brethren forced a tadpole into your eye. Or ear, perhaps? But I assure you, I stand with the Society of Brilliance, not the colonies of my people.
Fool! They infest your head and invade your dreams, and still you would parley.
I ask only that you refrain from violence. I respect that your opinion of my kind may be charged. If that settles matters for the time being, would you like a diagnosis? Open your mind to me. Let us see what lurks within.
As Omeluum's mind pierces yours, the tadpole pulses with power. It feels 10 times its size. Alive, awake, almost smug.
This is most unusual. The incubation period should be complete, as should your transformation. But the larva is infused with strange magic. It appears to be in some form of stasis.
Pode distraí-la.
No, it appears to be shielded from physical and magical influence. Moreover, the cranium has undergone severe trauma. It is a miracle the brain functions at all. Extraction would risk much. The larva is not the only creature that has been inside this brain, but at present it is the sole resident.
Como assim?
Your flesh has been burrowed into. Your flesh has been excavated. A tadpole need not tunnel when they greet their host. Unfortunately, beyond the assessment of my own kind, I cannot speculate what has passed through your cerebrum. But not to worry. Should you transform, I will happily perform a new examination. A Nautiloid? Fascinating. I have never set foot on one myself. They were our warships during the greatest eras of the Illithid Empire. We ruled the entire astral plane from their decks. The design was lost when the Gith rebelled and ended our dominion. Of course. I am sorry I cannot assist you in its removal. But I have an idea.
Oh, perhaps I should start taking notes.
There may be a way to bypass that stasis. There are many alchemical substances that can influence the mind.
Que tipo de
A
alquimia?
tincture distilled from a collection of rare mushrooms. They have subtle psionic influence. I would require a fresh ton of madness and Timusk spores. But be warned, in their natural state, both of these mushrooms can be quite dangerous. Timusks cause confusion in those that approach them. The tongue is self-explanatory.
The Underdark, of course, although they are quite rare, and their discovery perilous. I imagine Lenore would have them in her possession. She served Mistra as a cleric. The southwest when I last saw her, although her tower does have a tendency to move. She is quite fond of her garden. Lenore has always been a lonely sort. Nature was her only companion. I offered her the chance to join the society, but she refused. Her experiments on Susa bark took priority.
Tudo bem, vou voltar
May your
depois.
travels be safe and swift.
Mostra aí seus mercados.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms
Ah, ele só
fared?
vai liberar o mercado depois.
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company. And thus I now feed from those who act against the society's goals. Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes? I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
Tá. Sair. Vamos ver aqui.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries? The feeling is mutual, friend. I have only passing familiarity with the surface races. But I found that there is as much to learn from an individual as there is from a community. So it is with the Myconids. They live in harmonious unity, but each has a unique personality.
Podia dar pra jogar com o Hobgoblin, seria interessante. Ixi, eu tô sem, hein? Espera aí rapidinho. Deixa eu pegar uma bolsa aqui.
What's in here?
Já tá até aqui no chão pra mim, ó. Não tem nada dentro. Só usar nele.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Tá lá pra você. Ah, cara, não tem, mas tem esse, ó. Às vezes dá certo com isso. Ah, tem sim, tá aqui, ó, relâmpago. Show. Peguei esse dedo pra fazer poção. Essa é casca de madeira, beleza. Vou vender uns trecos então. pegar isso. Isso. Valeu, Blurg.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the undead. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Dê a ela o elixir de Sylvanos.
God. Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me?
Me dá seu ouro. Tô zoando.
I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, Coles garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me. Seems you're the helping kind. All right. I need you to rescue my kin. Not charity, mind. We can pay. We're Ironhand clan. Best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Dwergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
Liberte seu povo.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here... I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dwergar ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh? Don't know. Longer than I'd like, but a slow recovery's still a recovery. What is the creature
Falar com o
doing?
Soberano aqui.
The Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dwergar, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakeward.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dwergar invaders near Lake's Edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
Dwergar invaders, huh? I'd like to hear their side of the story first, but all right.
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dwergar.
The Dwergar seek a gnome. It is a guest.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song. An illusion comes over you. A Dwergar choking on a cloud of gleaming dust.
Accept this gift. It will help you exterminate.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the Circle a service. We will await word. breathe life into our enemy's flesh, the dead make a fine host for my growing children. You may not. The spores hear only the circle. They dance to no other harmony.
Granada.
To be cautious. Dream in red.
Fleshwalker, tongue talker. Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Blurg destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwergar rot. I mean to join you.
Por enquanto não, Soberano.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
Pode descrevê-lo?
Gold, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Não vi.
Right. Never mind.
Deu o que
My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it. Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Deixa eu arrumar isso aqui. Aqui eles não vão embora não, igual aconteceu no acampamento Goblin, né? Só o Blurg que pode fugir. Ok. Vamos lá, vamos tentar fazer. Estrada elevada.
mind if I do?
Acho que tem um baú aqui. Tem não.
No traps, please. Smoke. Something's burning. I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
Sharp as ever. One move ahead.
Tarará.
Action, not reaction. Where am I? What's going on?
Vamos criar água. Todo mundo tomando um banho de chuva.
On the move.
Acabou não, agora é o parte 2. Tomamos um banho de chuva. Agora vamos secar ao vento.
No choice but to keep going. May the gods take
GG.
you first. Let's be on my way.
Come! I'm afraid proper thanks must wait. Fresh air. At last. Your boldness is a blessing. I'm in your debt. Listen close. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard. Westward, if my eyes and ears may be believed. I must report to the Flaming Fist Manip, with haste. And you. I must ask again for your aid. Please, Rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through?
Claro.
Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can.
Pegar o cajado. Segura aí que eu já falo com você, Will. Salvar mais um rapaz aqui.
Fire! Hurry! Get this thing off me! Almost!
Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of here?
Siga-me.
Right. I'll try to keep up.
Lives in our progress.
Mary. Oh, Mary. Mary. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me. I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here. It's for her sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left. She said I'd never see her again. She was right. I'm sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry. Please, just go. I need a moment with her. Mary. You're a medium? You're gonna speak to her? Could you ask her something for me? The dowry. She'd know where it is.
Dowry for sister in barn.
The barn? She must mean one of the empty buildings behind the inn. I trust you to get it for me. I can't leave her.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Não quer que eu passe um cafezinho pra você também, não?
From Eltergard. Traveling. Sister's wedding. Finding husband Benryn inside. Door locked. Trapped. Fire. Inside. Room. Top floor. Mirrorless. Farmer.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Depois eu dou uma olhadinha no loot aqui. Pegar o loot dos goblins e etc.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Raid. Retrieval for the Absolute. Grand Duke. Absolute demands him. Take to Moonrise Towers. Archer. Roof. Should have seen. Zarin.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Here goes nothing. Shall not take concealing.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Absolute wants him. Slaves, good raid. The fell dagger, neck, stupid. Krog, hunter.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Agora punho flamejante.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dead or dying.
The corpse remains silent. She doesn't know.
Gauntlet. Marilla. Flaming fist. Baldur's Gate.
Agora vamos ver o que o Will quer.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Waukeen's rest, then Florrick's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravengard's been taken. Then we need to seek him out and get him to safety. You see, Grand Duke Ravengard is my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. Thank you. That means a lot. But I wonder, what makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast. I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers. A man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard. The memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind. I'm all for it. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Balduran, stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with Father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters, I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck.
Oh, Will! Your horns are deadly! So much character.
Character, you say? Well, who couldn't use a bit more of that? Though I'll have to take your word for it. I've been avoiding my own reflection. Friend, be my mirror. What do you see?
Uma anomalia da natureza, os deuses, como você é repulsivo.
Then, I'll fight ever harder. Be ever stronger. Till my deeds eclipse my appearance. The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters. Keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
Ah, esse seu olho seu que é repulsivo, cara.
I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. All right. Anything more we should discuss?
Parece que você ficou
A
bravo.
possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. We can have all for it, but it won't so much as chip one of her nailed claws. She'll escape to the Hells, and if we succeeded, my life would be taken in exchange. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Beleza, então esse episódio já prolongou muito, teve muita conversação, né? Esse episódio então ele vai ficando por aqui, espero que vocês tenham gostado e até a próxima, pessoal. Obrigado por acompanhar.